Not every project has a direct pathway to success. Sometimes it takes a lot more trial and error, and this time I can show you our errors for educational purposes. We built our Frankenstein in his chair in 2017 for our first Haunted Hollywood, but life was too busy, so he looked movie accurate but never moved. This time around, Glenn was determined to make him move, but despite his electrical engineering experience and my crafting skills, neither of us have much mechanical engineering know-how, so we weren't sure where to start. We knew it was too heavy for electrical control, so Glenn finally found a pneumatic mechanism online, but it didn't arrive until 5 days before Halloween. So each afternoon I undressed Frank, Glenn worked a little more on how to make this pneumatic actually make Frank stand up, then, still frustrated by 6:45, I'd quickly dress Frank again to be ready for 7 p.m. showtime. Whoa, he goes up high.
Working.
But once it gets all the weight on it,
yeah.
We hope. So how does it come back down? Oh, it keeps hitting that? Hey, go again. Whee! It doesn't hit.
100 PSI too. That's pretty cool height.
That is impressive height.
All right.
I could get him even with the balcony.
Enough air pressure.
Okay, go, see what happens.
I did go. It's not going.
It's not doing anything, just with a mask on it. And that's up to 120?
Yes.
So then we're dead in the water.
Oh boy.
Okay then. You jiggled. That's it, huh?
What the hell, man?
You don't have enough pressure, huh?
As I was trying to explain, and you said, whatever.
Sorry.
This cylinder is a more narrow cylinder.
Uh-huh.
It's pounds per square inch.
Yeah.
And the more narrow the cylinder, the fewer the pounds per square inch.
Go!
It's alive!
I don't know if that's so scary, Glenn.
You won't expect it.
Now come back down.
So, you know.
You're gonna have to aim your light for the higher.
Yes, I know.
It's all the way down? That's not all the way down yet, is it?
I think it's getting, the pressure is getting low.
Okay.
What's stupid is it won't, once you get up to 120, it won't stay at 120, it'll go down to 110.
Yeah. Okay, well, now how do we fill him out so he doesn't super skinny Frank?
It's alive!
It's alive! In the name of God!
Yes. No sound though.
No sound.
Damn it, what's with the sound, man?
Ah! Nice. That was awesome. Finally, on Saturday, we had a good jump scare.
So this year we had Frank stand up. Let me show you the final motion so you can see what we ended up with. And if you watch the video, it's when he says, "It's alive!" and then he stands up and I do a strobe light. So this mechanism is a mechanism we purchased from Halloween Effects Props. And I believe it's called the Gravestone Lunger. And if you look at the motion in the video, it goes straight up. In order to have it be more of a standing up motion where his head comes forward, we put the back of the mechanism tilted forward slightly. So if you come around the side, I'll show how the motion, what the motion looks like. You can see it's this style of motion. You can see plenty of examples online of that style. Now the problem we had was this particular prop mechanism came with a pneumatic cylinder. It's a pneumatic prop, and it's pretty thin, so it's not very powerful, and it quite frankly could not lift all the weight that we had up here, and so I had to use a bunch of bungee cords to kind of create and sort of neutralize the weight a bit so that we could finally get him to lift. But, you know, if I were to do this again, I would, you know, have a thicker cylinder that was more powerful and could lift the weight. But if you watch the video, you'll see that he lifts kind of sluggishly. It's not a typical pop-up that goes very fast. And I think it worked for what we were trying to do. And I think if we had any more powerful pneumatic pop-up going on, it probably would have kind of shaken him apart. This way, I think it worked.
Frankly,
well, so.
quite frankly,
Yes, very nice. Thank you.
we did need to cut away clearance so this didn't hit when the motion activated. And it's also...
This is not an actual chair, it's just a frame. And so because it's completely hollow in here, there's no problem with the mechanism, except that she mentioned we had to notch this out to, you know, avoid it hitting.
The bungee cords to the arms idea didn't work once we had no solid structure in the arms anymore to save weight. However, a convenient little nail through his fingernail was enough to keep his hands in the right place for when he sat back down. So what's the moral of our story of Frankenstein frustration? Look for prop mechanisms that actually show examples of how much they can lift, and pay attention to how large a pneumatic cylinder you need to lift a foam head, latex mask, clothes, and enough stuffing to look scary.